where you said the ATM swallowed your card.
Yeah.
Bro, do you know how happy that made me? Because I just said, no.
People would be saying, how can they support the channel? Chiso by Chiso. I've got tops, got hoodies, I've got the Dragon Ball Z tees, like the Pain and Full Star tees. You lot could support, buy some of the merch. I'll be able to churn out more content. This one I'm just waiting by myself for the moment, and I'll bring out more colors. Please support this episode. Me and the big head boy Gabriel. Serious talks, man. Me, Gabriel and Wes, man. Hope you like this one.
Yeah, bro, I get you, man.
Fam, you know, like these days, yeah, I be dancers, yeah, and when I see people that are too young, I've walked out.
Yeah, because we're not kids anymore.
I don't want to be around them. Like, I literally don't want to be around them. And it's nothing personal to them. Like, I feel like I'm how the elders used to feel back in there around us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think youth is our greatest asset. And yes, you're right. You know, we're getting old. But I always give the example that if someone passes away at the age of 40, somebody would say they died young.
Yeah, true story.
So I don't think one should be too hard on themselves about their age. But at the same time, I do think that when you're getting to 40, you get to that point where you get that midlife crisis that can hit. And you say to yourself, time is ticking. And do you feel the time is ticking?
Speeding up.
Speeding up in what sense though? Meaning that what?
Some days feel like they go fast. I go sleep, I wake up, I go sleep, I wake up, I go sleep. Everything feels like it's going at an accelerated pace.
Is that because we're just a lot more, would you not say you're a lot more busy now?
Yeah, I am, but it's not even only that. I just feel like, we're in October. It feels like the beginning of the year, but time's just...
I think, yeah, the time is going, but I just think it's because we're just probably more occupied, more busy, and I think we've got so much things to distract us. And even with my phones, I think I said it a while ago, I've taken off so much notifications off my phone to stop myself being distracted.
You know me, I'm D&D king, but yeah.
That alone can take like 20 minutes of your day without even knowing.
Yeah.
Just scrolling.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was meant to go to bed early.
Yeah.
I was on Instagram. I think it was about 12:30 at night. I said I'm gonna go to bed. I thought let me just check my notifications. Went on Instagram, went in the DMs. Entered the rabbit hole. I was on Instagram for 45 minutes.
I turn off my TV now. Latest my TV on is like midnight. Before I used to keep it on and go sleep. But the problem is, you know when you get to that part of sleep here where you're not deep in, then you hear background sound. Then I get up, then I start watching TV. Then 2 hours go. Then I'm like, let me sleep for an hour. Oh shit, I need to wake up. Then you wake up and you're more tired than ever. So now, I just made a rule for myself. Midnight, no matter how I feel, even if I don't feel tired, I just literally turn off my TV, turn my phone light down and turn it the other side, because I'm like, if not, I won't sleep. Because remember, I'm up 5 a.m. most days, innit? So
okay.
I need to fall into the habit of going to bed. Then another thing.
How much sleep are you getting though, roughly? You getting enough sleep?
I get 5.
Is that enough for you?
Yeah, because in the middle of the day, I'll find time to get like 2 hours.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So.
And how long have you been getting up now at around 5 religiously?
Months now, you know. Probably like 4 months straight. Yeah.
4 months straight?
Yeah, maybe even longer, maybe 5 months, wait. When the thing opened back? April. So from about May, I've been in that pattern.
Have you got balance?
Huh?
Have you got a good balance right now?
Yeah.
As in work-life balance?
Weekends, I refuse to work, so like...
Which work, as in the Uber and PTing?
Both. I just refuse to work. If I'm going to do anything, I'll do Uber, but I won't do PT. Saturday, like, if I've been up 5 a.m. all week, I don't want to be in the gym at 8 a.m. on Saturday. Like, that is not what I want, you know what I mean? My weekend to start with. I can't give up that time to myself just for me on the chase for money, you know what I mean?
Would you say you was more happier pre-COVID?
Yeah. Mum was alive. So that's where that part changed. I was always away, but at the moment I'm back to being me. But I don't want to force myself to be like me then, when I was, like you say, like pre-COVID I was happier, but I was making more money because Summer Love was always busy, one. All Locks was busy every single week, two.
Yeah, true.
And I was working like a maniac during the week. You get what I'm saying? So I was killing Uber, killing PT. Like, I didn't care about nothing else but making money.
Yeah.
Like, everything else didn't matter to me. Like, no one's feelings, nothing. My whole mind state was just grind.
And would you say that your mindset isn't grind now, though?
It is, but it's slightly different. Whereas my weekends is, I want to spend it with people I want to spend it with. You get what I'm saying? So I don't want to just be like, you know, do this, do that. I want to be able to say, rah, all right, cool. I go see my aunt, I go do this, my Sunday routine, all of that all in one.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I don't want to use it to just be raving all the time. Like, I've kind of eased up on that. So, yeah, it's just having that discipline to say, you know what, try and hit my target during the week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't procrastinate, try and hit my target during the week and be happy with what I've done during the week. And also what I realized, it's been easier for me holding on to money at the moment because I ain't been outside.
Yeah, a lot of money ends up going on escapism, which is still good.
Yeah.
So when people say things like cancel your Netflix, cancel your gym subscription, what should you just stay at home and just play noughts and crosses on the wall? I don't understand that part, but I guess there is living within your means, which is important, and balancing. And I say, we've got like 15 odd years on you. When you hear us speak or when you think of us, what comes to your mind in regards to where we're at as big men? Because we're technically big men to you. You being 23, 24, do you feel you're very far away from us? Do you feel that what we're within your grasp, within your reach? Do you feel that, damn, if I stay in where I am now in 15 years, am I going to be in problems? Like, how do you look at the older lot now that you're 23? So just using us two as an example.
Okay.
How do you see us two? And in general, and what I mean by that is, don't think of Gabriel, think of Chiz. Just think of two men who are hitting 40 and you're 23, 24.
Yeah.
Surely you must sometimes listen to conversations or just reflect or just think, okay, in 15 years time, I'm going to be these guys' age.
Yeah.
Does that give you motivation to say, I need to kick myself up the arse? Do you feel that you're on track right now?
I think being around you guys definitely helps me in terms of like thought process, because obviously even when I met Chiz, like I met Chiz about 18, my mind, I felt like 46. So that's kind of like why I got on well with Chiz as well, because we was able to have conversations and he didn't see me as like just a random 18-year-old kid. Yeah, like he saw me like as a way older.
Talk down to him.
Yeah, because I feel like sometimes like I find when I'm around my peers, they bring me down in terms of they don't want to have the same conversations I want to have. At 18, I was trying to have the same things that you guys talk about, where you want to do another restaurant, another business venture, another this, another that, and that's not common for people my age.
Okay.
It's refreshing to kind of hear you guys speak about things kind of like outside of that, because like even stuff to do with like relationships and stuff, to hear your perspective, where you guys have experienced it and actually gone through it, and to hear certain things and be like, you know what, we're not even too dissimilar. Oh, this problem actually doesn't go away and it's still a problem for you lot in 15 years from now. So it's like, maybe I don't have to worry about that as much because you guys are still experiencing it and still figuring it out. And to touch on something you said as well, like where you said if you were to die at 40, you'd still be young. I feel like hearing that, but then also seeing you guys and how youthful you are, like even still like at your age, even though you're way older than me, like it's refreshing again, because it's just cool to know that like life doesn't end at 30.
But do you feel that I'm 15 years apart? Do you feel that I'm 15 years away from you?
No, not. But if you told, I know your age, innit? So like it's a bit different, but at the same time, I would still speak to you how as if you're like sort of like my age, but like I don't know, like I feel like I kind of come up a level being around you lot.
But
So,
but do you feel that I'm 15 years away from you?
No, you feel like one of the man. They're like,
And that's
like
why
normal.
I asked that, is because as much as you're 23, 24 and I'm now hitting 40, I think, is there that much of a gulf between us? Because I was speaking to one, she called a young lady, not a girl, the other day, and it's in my phone. She said basically that she's 20 and that she feels tired and that she feels, I'm going to say it word for word here. This lady is 20. I hate using the word girl when someone's an adult.
Yeah.
I'm going to find exactly what this lady said, and I'm going to read it word for word, what she said. I was like, huh? I'm thinking you ain't even hit 25 yet, and you feel tired.
My boy hit me up last night, like about 11:30 in the night, and he was saying, "Raw, I've been going through it. Like, he's just been down. He's been mad depressed and all that." And like about a couple of months ago, I said to him, like, randomly, I was like, "Right, you're right." And he was like, he goes, "Nah, it's just been hard. He's been trying to find a job." And what kind of ruined everything was COVID. So years ago, when he was with his girl, like even like a couple of days ago, he's like, said to me, broke up with his girl. Years ago, when he was with his girl, etc., etc., he'd help build her social network and all that, because he's very good at, like, when it comes to pics and all stuff to do with like graphic design. That's his forte. He's always been good at that. So I remember years ago, he was in the gym one time and he asked me advice on how to help his girl build her account. I said straight up, your girl's a pretty girl. I even said to her, like, just be consistent, have pictures that are always a clear quality, everything has to be sharp, this, that, put in a bit of lifestyle, put in a bit of gym, all of that. And I said, I bet you this year, no word of a lie, in 6 months here, your page will go past mine. In a couple years, you'll be 10 times more than me. She's about, I think her page is like maybe 15 times more than mine now. But it just, you know what I mean? So they stuck to it. They grew the page. They was getting loads of like work, content, you know what I mean? Yeah. They were making money, so they were like a team. Yeah. Things eventually slows up, innit? You see how everything's changed up. And when your lifestyle goes from you being abroad all the time, doing this, doing that, to just, it could feel depressing. You know what I mean? So.
But you know what? One of the things like I kind of find like beneficial about being around you, man. Yeah. And it sounds harsh to say, but I like to know that you've suffered. Like, being real. And this is me being real, bro, because you're still here. It prepares
him to avoid it.
You're still here.
Yeah.
I like. No,
I get.
Let me land, bro. Let
him land.
Let me land, bro.
No, I get it.
Because, do you know what? Like, to go through something and not realize like there's an other end of the tunnel is mad depressing. But to see you, man, for example, with your bank thing, right? Where you said the ATM swallowed your card. Yeah. Bro, do you know how happy that made me? Because I just said, wait. Let me finish. Because I see you today, yeah, and like I deem you as successful. Although you may not feel you're reaching your potential. Bro, we have shared experiences. We have shared experiences to the point where like I can see you. Maybe if I'm in your position 15 years from now, I'm like, that's all right. I don't mind that. I'm content with that because there's even still, I can see this progression for you. So like going through like a CIFAS or whatever, for example, bro, it's so good to just see that you suffered and you're still here.
Well, you know what I get what he means, yeah.
Well, you know, like from that, that's what I said to my boy last night. So I said to him, bro, like, listen, snap out of it. Because you're telling me, you don't feel like you want to be here, this, that. But I said, in 2014, 2015, when man was down, like, I was proper going through my mad depression state after breaking up my girl, all of this and that. I said to him, bro, you need to remember exactly every single thing you said to me and say it back to yourself. Yeah. Because I said, you were saying, like, he was asking how man snapped out of it, and I said, bro, I went into grinding mode. I remember, like, I was working at Fitness First doing PT. Yeah. I went back to university. You know why I went back to university?
Okay.
My main reason wasn't my degree, fam. It was to keep my mind busy.
Yeah. So
I stopped overthinking. Yeah. Like, the main reason wasn't degree. Then at the same time, I thought, you know what? My mom was always wanting something to stunt. So I said, let me kill two birds with one stone. Yeah. So at that time, I would work every morning, PTing 5:30 to 9:30. I bribed the Asda bunch to give me a staff car park pass. Yeah. I parked my car there. Boom. I'll jump on train from Junction all the way to Elephant Castle. Jump off. I told my lecturers I'd always be like 10-15 minutes late. They were cool with that. I'll come in, boom, lectures. lectures are meant to finish 5 on most days. I tell them, bro, I got to do. Like they had a respect for me because obviously I was older than all the other men them there. So I was like, right, I'm an adult. I got things to do. So 4:30, I'll dust out, get to work, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then I'll squeeze in a training session there. Sometimes I might jump in my car, dust the flaxman, link the man them train. But I was on the same routine every day. So I was probably doing 40 hours a week PT plus uni on top for like a year and a half. I kept on falling asleep in class. Then eventually, lecturer had a lesson where she made one of these business people come to lesson, and the woman must have reminded me about me doing raves back in the day and saying, oh, the people still in there talk about your dances from when you was like 18, 19.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell? I'm like, these times I was like 31.
Yeah.
So like 2-2s. My lecturer was like, why don't you get back into doing parties and use that to ease back how much hours you're doing? And I was like, you know what, that sounds like a smart idea. That's how I got back to doing raves again. But I said to him, beginning of the year, you know when you can see something's coming? I said to him, bro, why don't you think about doing Uber?
Yeah.
You get me? Because they switched cars, they went from an A-class to like a E-class coupe. I said, bro, why don't you think about doing Uber? Like, don't get that car. He was like, nah, blah, blah, blah. I said, I have that as a backup for if there's a rainy day.
Yeah, just jump in the car.
Brother, the past month while I've been switched off, you get what I'm saying? Focusing on that. So, you know that if you just switch off for a month straight and say, I ain't talking to no one, I'm not going to link in no one, I just want to work. By the end of that month, it could be like 4K up, 5K up.
Yeah.
Then you're back to normal. It's not mad money to most people.
Do you know what it is, yeah?
But in the bigger scheme right now, it's money, innit?
No.
Because
I think you're right and you're wrong.
Someone said, some American guy I know, Grant, he's from Houston. He tweeted something wild yesterday night. Taser put on his story. He said, as a man, you should be able to give your girl 1K to help her out, whether it's business or something. When
all
she
that
asks,
stuff there is just, Americans are just wild with all that stuff, man. Like,
when she asked for it, you should be able to. So I've replied back and said, like, you can't even say that. Because I said, fam, the reality is most men might have 1,200 in their account. So I give you a grand and now I'm left with two bills because
don't mind them over there. Don't mind them.
Because I'm doing Wes, because I'm doing as a man. I said to him, bro, like, it's a cost of living crisis. A lot of men ain't got.
Don't mind them.
A lot of men ain't got 1K in their account, and the thing is, someone might be watching this now and be nodding along and thinking, I haven't got 1K in my account, but like, I say to the man, them, don't be too prideful, because like, you see me, right now, I'm in that zone. If I switch off and I say, class mode, I just go into working zone, and I don't care about nothing else. I don't care, like, I'm not even gonna be ungrateful and say, I don't like the support. Like, I'm grateful, but when I'm in that zone, it's like I need to get me in it because YouTube pays decent money. What's been the highest one for AdSense? 1,200.
1,200, yeah.
I'm gonna live on that. Come on, man. I'm a grown-ass man. My rent is that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the AdSense, pay that, and just be sipping that water underneath every day. Before the game will say, can I come side and eat the scrapes? I wouldn't even be able to pay petrol. I'm gonna have to jump the side. Like this is Creed Part 4. You know what I mean? And then Michael B. Jordan's gonna say, let's write this into a script. So I'm just saying, like, I could see it from then when I've said to man, why not jump on Uber? But now, fast forward, they ain't money to do that. So I'm like, find a little job, start up, apply for your thingy license, run that job for like 3-4 months, do Uber Eats or something on the side, make extra money. By the time you save like maybe 5-6, you might be able to just put down on something. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Put
down on something now, get your whip now. Once you got your license, after like 3-4 months of just going, bro, there's a man in a WhatsApp group I'm in, but I don't really see it all the time now. My man was making maybe like 1.5 to 2 grand a week because he got himself in some mad debt before. After staying in that mode for like 6 months, he cleared everything and had.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, do you see what you've done there?
Put himself in that mode.
And why I say I'm glad that you lot have suffered because you have solutions.
Bro.
Bro, I'll keep saying it. I'll keep saying it because you might have solutions. No, bro.
I get it.
Bro, let me land again.
That's the title of the episode. I'm glad you man have suffered.
Bro,
That's the title of the episode.
deep it, bro. Like, Chiso's just laid out a blueprint of how to get yourself out of debt,
I say
get yourself out of depression.
I say this all the time.
Bro,
Nobody cares. Work harder. No one
that's
cares,
it.
fam. When I'm down now, yeah, I ain't even like, when man phone me and say, right, you're right, I'm cool. Like, nobody cares. Let me work harder. Like,
Bro.
I've accepted it.
but this is what I'm saying there. Like, bro, I haven't been fortunate enough to have my dad around, innit? So male influence is something that I've seeked. Like, I've constantly like sought out mentorship and stuff. So even being here and being able to be around so many people, like Chiso brings guests, I listen and I learn. They've suffered. They have solutions to problems that I'm facing right now and I've yet to face. If I ask any of my age mates, bro, how do I get rid of this? What happens when the ATM
He
slows
was
my
in
card?
class mode earlier in the year. Don't let this guy front.
Bro,
Because I could tell when he used to come here, he used to be stressed. Where's the walk outside? He'd be on his phone. He'd be spinning around, dancing like a f***ing kebab. You get
I
me?
forget. This is what this 20-year-old messaged me saying this.
Go on.
I want money. I'm 20 and I feel very old and behind compared to my age mates. At 20.
It's the internet,
I
though.
feel very
bro.
old at 20.
You have to realize it. It's the internet. Remember at 20, us man was driving. We was driving dusty puntos.
Yep.
Bro, 20-year-olds are pulling
Fresh
up next
plate
to
cars.
me that I know and saying, "Raw, you alright, sir?"
Yeah. Fresh plate cars.
And I'm like,
Fresh
Sir.
plate cars.
one of them little primary school nursery youths that I used to coach in basketball when I was near enough their age. I'm talking, I used to coach you nursery 15 years ago and you still remember me, but now you're pulling up in the same whip as me. I'm like, well done, you.
Do you feel pressure at 23?
Yeah. I felt pressure for time. I think I
Pressure from where?
from a lot. I think a lot of it is stuff that I put on myself.
From where?
I don't know.
How much influence does social media play on your pressure? Being a 23 and how much does it
I
factor?
don't think social media as much as other people. I will say it has played a big part because it's something I've grown up with, so it's normal to me.
Do you feel behind?
I feel behind, but I feel behind.
Because of why? Why do you feel behind?
I feel behind compared to you, man. Like,
But that's what I said, there's a 15-year gulf between us.
right, but that's the problem. But because I'm mentally there, I compare myself to you lot, and it keeps me ahead of people my age. Because my age people, they won't do drip and 60 fish and that. I've never been interested in that. I've always been, okay, what are the older men doing? And I've always sought to be there. What are these guys doing? What can I learn? Like, for example, I've done a lot of film with Ish, for example. Seeing the way Ish operates has put me even on a greater level to what I was before. So now, if you put me back in the same pond as people my age, 23 and below, I can't sit there, bro. It pisses me. It annoys me. Like, I'll rather be by myself.
Jaheim the other day sent me a screenshot, from Twitter. He sent me a screenshot. A girl tweeted, "At my age of 21, I've yet to have gone on a vacation. God, I don't want to be a mechanic. I want to be a baller."
Don't want to be a mechanic.
Then the next tweet on the thread saying, "Everyone's saying you're too young. Save your words because I don't care. If I want a specific experience, who are you to tell me otherwise?" Then she muted the tweet. Then said the older ones have found it and are being dense because they have yet to go on one or went on one late, which is not my destiny. So Jaheim's messaged me and said, "So you're advising me to mess with women when this is what my age mates are demanding." Chai.
Bro, but he's not wrong though.
I said to him, you said what? I said to him, "Raw." I replied back and said, "Raw, I'm not on your case anymore in regards to dating girls and all of that." I said, "Keep grafting and stacking. The pressure's getting worse." Like, I said to him, "I understand now in regards to why you are the way you are." And it was his birthday like a few days ago.
Yeah.
So his birthday on the weekend.
How was he now?
21. So I messaged him and I goes, "Raw, you know what, I'm actually very, very proud of you." I said, "Before, when you was 19, I used to always call you waste man, this, that, cussing in." I said to him, "If you see the way Jaheim grinds here, sometimes I'll phone him and say, 'Raw, where are you, bro?' I'm at work." He'll be doing 70 hours. He'll go boxing. He'll go gym. So he goes boxing 3-4 times a week. He'll go gym. That's why I ain't really seen much of him. So if I go down to my aunt's, I might bump into him just before he goes to work. But he would be doing 50, 60, 70-hour weeks. Then one time I said to him, "Rah, why are you grinding so hard?" He goes, "Rah," one time. He goes, Kevin Samuel said, "Rah, as a man, if you ain't got money, go work 60 hours a week minimum before you're out here doing lifestyle and drip." And I said to him, I asked him how much you got saved at the moment. And when he told me, I was like, I said, well done. He's got money. But
what is it all for? What is it all for?
you know what it is? He wants to be long term.
In general,
long term,
what's it all for?
he wants to be a boxer. But at the same time, he's like, in case
That's expensive.
he's like, yeah, not even only that, but he's like, in case this don't work out, I've got enough to start setting up myself with other things. And it goes back to what you said, the influence of us. And it goes back to those conversations we had with him during lockdown.
Yeah.
We got to him. We proper got to him.
But there's only so many times you can be around you, man. Like because
proper got
of
to him.
healthy competition. Because you start to forget about like your old, like whoever you hang around with.
Remember,
like,
he don't really have much friends his age.
Yeah, that's it.
Like,
Like,
not much his age.
I don't feel like a young
there's a
person
gap.
could be in this environment for a long enough period of time and then not start to do things because it becomes normal to them.
Yeah.
Like Chiz will say, I put my money into this and that and that. They'll do it because it's normal, not
Yeah.
because they've been told it. It's just they assimilate. And that's what I've done. I've assimilated. Being behind this camera, even editing, I get to hear it twice. So I
Yeah.
get to take in twice, like the same information twice. Bro, it goes in.